Okay, so this is a new series of videos labelled as Facts. Basically, since there are now 2 pay-per-views a month, we thought, why not muster up all the facts for that coming event, and then put it into video form, and share it with the whole YouTube world. You dig? Cool. So, for our first episode, we're going to cover Survivor Series, since it's coming up. So without further ado, I'm Cam from InkSpot Wrestling, and this is facts you need to know about Survivor Series. Debuts, and more debuts. In 2015, much was made about it being 25 years since The Undertaker debuted in the WWE at Survivor Series. However, many more huge names started their career at this event. In the mid to late 1990s, multi-time WWE champions The Rock and Kurt Angle made their televised in-ring debuts here. And in much more recent years, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose and the icon Sting would also appear on WWE programming for the first time ever at Survivor Series. Also, the Elimination Chamber match was debuted here, with Shawn Michaels winning the world title from Triple H. So, if you want to be a star, might as well debut at Survivor Series. Traditional Survivor Series matches. Despite the fact that the traditional elimination matches have took a back seat in recent years, this year they are more important than ever. However, there has only been one event that didn't feature a single traditional elimination bout, and that was back in 1998. Of course, that event was fondly remembered for the Deadly Games show, in which the vacant WWE Championship was defended in a multi-man tournament that was won by The Rock. Technically, 2002 didn't include a traditional tag match, but it did include the Elimination Chamber match, so it's technically an elimination match type, so we'll let it slide. And yes, we know the tournament is technically elimination, but that doesn't count as none of the matches were actual elimination matches, so don't hate me for that. They outsold WrestleMania 3 times. Back in the 1990s, Survivor Series actually managed to post a higher attendance than the biggest show of the year, on 3 separate occasions. The first instance came in 1991, where the main event was The Undertaker facing off against Hulk Hogan, in which The Undertaker retained his WWF title, with the second 2 arriving during the pro wrestling boom period of 1997 and 1998. Sure, you could argue that the only reason Mania was underattended was because it was hosted in smaller venues throughout those years. But there are a lot of factors that go into booking an arena, one of which being the confidence in your ability to sell out that arena, and the WWE to have booked Survivor Series in those larger venues is indicative of how much confidence they had in the shows and just how much of a success it would be. The highest buy rate was in 1998, again part of the pro wrestling boom period. The show did indeed post the highest ever buy rate in Survivor Series history, with a cool 478,000 people purchasing the pay-per-view. Since then, the closest challenger to that record was the infamous 2001 edition, which featured the winner-take-all Team WWF versus Team WCW showdown. It's the only Big 4 pay-per-view never to be hosted in a stadium. Survivor Series is one of the only original Big 4 pay-per-views that have never been hosted inside a stadium. Obviously, WrestleMania has done so, with stadiums now being the standard location for the epic extravaganza labelled as the biggest event of the year. But SummerSlam has also had its moment in monster venues back in 1992, when over 80,000 people were crammed into Wembley Stadium in my home country to see the British Bulldog face off against Bret Hart for the Intercontinental Championship. And the Royal Rumble has also had its moment in the sun, having hosted 60,000 plus people in the Alamo Dome of San Antonio, Texas back in 1997, and also they're going to do it in 2017 as well. So will Survivor Series ever be held in a stadium? Well, only time will tell. 10 people have never lost at Survivor Series, with a minimum of 3 matches. The list includes Animal, Brutus Beefcake, Hawk, Henry Godwin, Kelly, Mickey James, Randy Savage, Rick Rude, Tom Pritchard and The Ultimate Warrior. Also, 11 people have never won at Survivor Series, with a minimum of 3 matches, because obviously it'd be stupid if we literally just had someone losing once at the event and then never wrestling at that event again. It'd kind of demoralise them. But anyway, the list includes Albert, A-Train, Brotis Zukoff, Crush, Diesel, Finley, Haku, IRS, Jacqueline, Layla, Lita and Umaga, or Jamal. Also, the person with the most amount of wins at this event is The Undertaker. Since he did debut here, I guess it kind of makes sense. His all-time record is 12-5, that's 12 wins, 5 losses, obviously. And the worst record at Survivor Series is Shawn Michaels with 10 losses and only 7 wins. Both of them have made a total of 17 appearances at the event and making them the most appeared superstars at Survivor Series. And they are all the interesting facts that you should know about Survivor Series. We don't have to know them, but like if you're a wrestling fan, you probably should know them, or would like to know them. This would probably be an interesting video if you're a wrestling fan, which hopefully you are. So as always, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. And if you enjoyed this video, do not forget to check out our other videos, which will be located on screen. Also, don't forget to follow us on Twitter. We usually tweet during Raw, SmackDown and all pay-per-views, sometimes NXT. Also, don't forget to share us with your friends if they like wrestling. And finally, thank you for watching this video and we'll see you next time.